Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're tuning in. Welcome to another edition of Crime Time with DutyRon and Ed Wallace. Hey guys, I just wanted to come live today. Not great news. I heard about it yesterday. Ed texted me early in the morning. Um, Ed Wallace's sister-in-law, his wife's sister, passed away yesterday, and the family's grieving the loss of his beloved sister-in-law. And obviously, Saturday forensics has been put on hold at this time. We are sending strength, prayers, and positive vibes, as always, to Ed Wallace's extended family, his wife, Margaret, first and foremost, on the loss of her sister at the young age of 72. She was battling Alzheimer's, and again, it's a situation and a condition that is just so heartbreaking. So we did collectively as a family and as a community, we we sent out some something to the house for Ed's wife, Margaret. And again, it came on behalf of all the great community members, the subscribers, the channel members, the Patreon supporters. Gives us the opportunity to do nice things like this. So Ed Wallace and his wife are going to receive a forever tree, or not a tree, but like a plant. My wife picked it out. I left it up to my wife to pick it out with a nice bow, and it went straight to Ed Wallace's home. So thank you to everybody who is, supporting this great community. And again, we send our heartfelt prayers and condolences to the Wallace family and the Eng family. Again, let me just say this. In life, we have losses like this. Family members, we don't live forever. It's part of reality. Death and taxes, you can't escape them. We're all gonna, at one point or another, die, and it's just a hard pill to swallow. It's really sad when you lose a loved one, a sister, a brother, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, a mother, a father, anybody, friends. Heck, we even grieve when we lose our family pets. They become part of our family. So grieving a loss is never an easy thing, and everybody goes through it differently. No two grievings are the same. No two people grieve the same way. So, we got to give, obviously, Ed Wallace the space that he needs. But again, I just wanted to come live because I know everybody was counting on forensics Saturday with Ed Wallace. I was excited about it too. But, when I heard about it yesterday, I knew that we weren't going to be able to do it. And here I am out on a Saturday. I'm providing security detail while my wife grocery shops. I got the front of the location. I'm on my security detail, but I wanted to say this. I'm working on getting together with either Barbara Butcher, because we all know and love her, or Dr. Eric Eason to cover the Stephen Smith. His remains, according to his family, on Friday are going to be exhumed, and I wanted to do that coverage. So we're going to look to maybe tomorrow or Monday get together with Barbara and Dr. Eason. He's a forensic pathologist. Remember, I was calling him Easton, and he corrected me. Dr. Eason, and he's ready to go at any time to talk about this. So I think on either Monday or maybe even tomorrow, I'm not sure. I'm going to see the availability. Barbara's book is coming out in June, so I know that she's going to want to come and talk to us about that as well. But let me just go to the chat and say hello to everybody. Let's see who's here. Miss Donna Marie, thank you. for the condolences for Ed Wallace, Agati, Jennifer, thank you. Catalina, thank you. Fuzzy Doxy, D Love of God, my condolences and prayers for peace. Thank you for that. Shortcat says, very sorry to hear this. Prayers to the family. Thank you. Ashley says, yeah, I lost my dad at the age of 20. You know, when I first met my wife, Harlem Raiders, good to see you, boss Pete Pranzo, and with Pete, you know, Richella is right behind him. Um, you know, when I met my wife early on, we were 18. So her dad, my father-in-law, who didn't get to walk her down the aisle, he died at a very young age, and she was, I think, maybe 20, 21. So in the same position, it's hard to lose a loved one, especially your dad, that early in life. Nobody expects, and listen, nobody expects to bury a child. You know, there's many of us out there. I'm sure that there's many of the DutyRon family who have lost either son or a daughter, and no parent should have to bury a child. But unfortunately, that happens, and you know, our children are supposed to take care of us when we get older, or see to our final resting spot. And unfortunately, that happens all too often, where we lose a child. It's a horrific thing to go through. Thank you everybody for piling in with prayer emojis in the chat. If we could just remember again, Ed Wallace, he is our computer and forensics and everything related to forensics expert. Uh, he's got feelings though. He's a human being, and his family's going through a tough time right now. So please, if we could just flood the chat with prayer emojis and hearts for Ed Wallace. Again, St. Patty's Day is one of his favorites. I know that. He breaks out the bagpipes and blows on the pipes. And, you know, again, first thing in the morning, Ed was, text me, not such a happy St. Patty's Day for us. My wife lost her sister, Jane. She passed away. And that was the message that I got from him. So we send, again, Margaret on the loss of her sister, Jane, many prayers, many hugs, strength, positive vibes. Losing your sister at a young age. To me, that's young. It's not old. It's 72. Is you still should have a good decade or more of good times, maybe 2 decades. So it's sad. Hi, Sluthi. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Yeah. So again, Forensic Saturday, as we were all excited and ready to go with it. It's obviously not going to happen. So I wanted to come live. Ed gave me permission to let you guys know about his loss. So I appreciate the green hearts and the blue hearts and the red hearts and the prayer emojis in the chat. Ed is going to obviously watch this replay at some time or another. But let me just also, again, let you guys know that I'm going to work with Barbara Butcher and Dr. Eric Eason to try to cover, with Stephen Smith. Uh, there's there's so much speculation out there of how he was, how he was killed, and the family, his mom, they deserve to get the answers. And I think that you know. These two professionals could give us some insight into the benefits of exhuming a body and doing a second autopsy. I know that there's some issues with that because I asked Barbara about it uh, on the Daybell case. When Chad Daybell's wife um, died, and now, again, that's a whole nother thing for us to speak about here. I covered that with Barbara, and she had some things to say about Tammy Daybell. And once your body is embalmed and then interned into the ground, there the forensics that you can get from it is limited. So I want to get them back on and speak about it and get into that process, and get a professional's background on it and speak about it. So we're going to get into that. Watch for a video on that coming forward. But again, you know, I wanted to just bring this to you guys live, because I know tonight and during the day today, people would be like, "Oh, when are we doing Forensic Saturday?" So instead of me making a little blurb and a statement, I figured I'd come live with you guys and let you know about, Ed Wallace is losing his sister-in-law, Jane, on Friday. So and again, like I said, it's a great community we have here. Immediately, I was able to send something on behalf of my family and the Crime Time with DutyRon family to the Wallace family. So just so you know, you guys, um, you guys are what makes this a great place, and keep on supporting Ed and I through, subscribing, watching videos, letting ads play, becoming members if you can, becoming a Patreon supporter. Those are really great ways to help continue on with the great work that we're doing in this community. But again, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Deco Paint and Tea, thank you. Cali Fan, thank you. Michelle Johnson, much appreciated. Let me just go back and see. PJ Wood sending prayers. Lexi, thank you. Emily, my very first channel member. Darlinda, thank you. I'm trying to highlight some of these. Miss Donna Marie, thank you for all you do. There's Ashley Oakes. Thank you for the prayers. Luis Tresco, thank you. Thank you. Lorna McKenzie, you're always here, and thank you. To the Wallace family comes from Chris Marley. May the God of all comfort them. Thank you. Wow, that's a nice statement. Thank you for that. Thank you, Trust No One. Appreciate that. Spirit Healing Tarot. Thank you. Sarah Gates. Deborah Keeler. Appreciate that. Ed appreciates it. Thank you. Pamela Goodson. Appreciate it. Little Patty. Thank you. Sleuthy's making a comment about the autopsy. Very, very expensive, as well as traumatizing for the family, no doubt. Jersey Devil, thank you. Yeah, video is definitely a distant second to family. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kitty KU, thank you for the kind words. All right, listen, I appreciate it, guys. I just wanted to come on very fast and send you guys the news. Jeff, thank you for the super chat. He said Jeff's a great supporter of this community. We all love Ed so much. Elaine and I will be praying for him and his family. Thank you. Thank you for that. I think I saw a police off the cuff in there. Hey, Bill, so sorry for the loss in Ed Wallace's family. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that, Bill. I'll shoot you what you asked me to shoot over to you right after this, Bill. Prayers to Ed and the family from Tara Ellis. Give them our love. You are doing it right now yourself. Thank you. I will send it out to him. The Bible group, we pray our Heavenly Father comforts Ed Wallace and his loved ones on their loss. Thank you, the Bible group. Much appreciated. Keep up the good work. I love your channel. Listen, we love you guys tremendously for being here. Without great people like yourself and Karen, Legal Minded Friends, and all of the great ones that are here. You guys are what makes this a community, and we thank you for it. We can't thank you enough. Bill, thank you for that super chat as well. Appreciate the super sticker from Police Off the Cuff. Uh, you know, again, we're all family here, but Ed Wallace, Bill, Sergeant Bill, Detective Phil, Sergeant Mike Geary, and we're all part of a blue family as well. So there's a double extra bond with us, but we are all collectively family together. These communities that we share, these streets that we share with you guys and girls, and the knowledge that we share with you. No be he. Thank you. That's a tongue twister. Thank you for the support and the kind words. Uh, but we share our knowledge together as a community, as a family together. So, us retired law enforcement professionals, the law professionals that we bring on, and all of the great ones, we all mix and intermingle together. As Bill says, it's a cross pollination of great people, and that's what we have going on here. Bill and I talk all the time, and with us, we always say we're thankful. We're so thankful for all of you guys, because the way we all stick together and treat each other with respect, and sometimes we agree to disagree, right? We can't always get together with thousands of people and always be on the same page. There's always going to be a little bit of I beg to differ kind of moments, right? And that's what happens, but we all do it respectfully. We stick together. Yarn Barf, thank you for the prayers. Lift it up for Ed Wallace and his family. They have my deepest condolences on their loss. Thank you, Jan Barf. Appreciate that. Yeah, so for those of you who are joining in, Ed Wallace's sister-in-law passed away on, I believe, Friday. Jane, this was Ed Wallace's wife's sister, Margaret. Her sister Jane passed away at the age of 72. She was fighting and battling Alzheimer's and related. So just a shocker, it's just shocking. So, but I do appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And if you can, please leave some comments for Ed down in the chat. I'll leave the comments open to prayers and condolences for Ed Wallace. So if you're watching this on the replay, you will get the replay comments. So don't feel like you missed out if you missed this live stream and you're watching on a replay. I encourage you to go over down into the comment section and leave Ed Wallace and his wife Margaret condolences on the loss of her sister Jane. All right, guys and girls, I don't have anything more for you. But again, it's the weekend. I hope you all enjoy your weekend. Cherish your loved ones and cherish the moments that you have with your loved ones, because we never know. Tim B, thank you. We never know when God is going to call us home. And, we're all going to be called home by God, or whoever your God is, or whatever God you believe in. We're all going to be called home. And life on this earthly plane is a short period of time. And that's why I always say to you guys, life is too short to engage in toxic behavior. If you're around toxic people that are bringing you down and that are negative and that are not contributing something positive into your life, cut them loose. Let them go. It's going to be the best thing that you could do, because we're only here for a short period of time. And when your number gets rung up, it's done. You're over. It's done here on earth, and whatever you guys believe in, whatever religion you believe in, and whatever you believe is after this, that's what you're going to experience after this, I would say. So for me, I do not waste my time on negative, nasty people, because life is like this. Boom. You know how we say, holy crap, it's another week. Another week went by. Life goes by quick. So, just take that as a little bit of a piece of advice, and that's the best advice that I could give you guys, So thank you, Dawn Clatterman. appreciate it. Deco Paint and Tea, Deborah, Martino, Lewis, thank you for those prayers for Ed Wallace. All right, listen, I got to run. It was great seeing you guys. Let's watch the outro. It's going to show Ed Wallace's beautiful little puppy Kara, who is now a big full-size dog. Thank you, Chris. My 14-year-old dachshund Oscar, and my 35-year-old African gray Popeye. So let's take a peek at our outro and appreciate our security detail. The two dogs and a bird and a parrot. Thank you guys for joining and tuning in. And for those of you who are new, subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a positive comment for Ed Wallace down below. I may be live with you guys tomorrow. I might go live tonight. You never know what I'm going to do. I always keep you guys guessing. So thank you, Emily. Thank you, Chris. Thank you to everyone who's super chatted. And again, just so you remember, we sent a beautiful plant to Ed Wallace's wife on behalf of Crime Time with DutyRon and Ed Wallace in this community. So you guys have all sent something nice to the Wallace family. So thank you for being a part of this community. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace and love from Crime Time with DutyRon. Prayers, strength, positive vibes to Ed Wallace, his beautiful wife, Margaret, and her beloved sister, Jane. May she continue to rest in peace. Thank you, guys, and have a great day.